treats me this way. Are all boys out here the same?
Explore the largest selection of
And the Pokedex entry says, Number 90, Lycanroc, the wolf Pokemon, a rock type. This is the Dusk form. These Pokemon have both calm and ferocious qualities. It's said that this form of Lycanroc is most troublesome to raise. Lycanroc, the wolf Pokemon. It's me, Pretty Pink Pawny. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. How are we doing today? Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So as you see, Kyanite is now a rock, or is now a Lycanroc. I also did level up Miss Spirit Air, but I felt like her evolution was gonna happen on stream, and it would be more appropriate for me to allow that to happen on stream. Today is episode 22, or actually it's 23, which is a good number. I love 23. My birthday's on the 23rd. Today is episode 23 of the Pretty Pink Badgequest of the Girlypop Twist by me, Pretty Pink Pawny, and we are going to be going to the Great Crater of Paldea today. I want to say big old thank you, hello, and a shout out to the icons of the day, starting with what looks to be fried chicken _ aka Izzy. Shout out to CMB 122498. And shout out to On Day Lease. Thank you for showing up to the stream on time. I want to say hello to Milo Dick, hello to V, and hello to everyone and everyone else. Anyone and everyone else. I think I said everyone and everyone. So like I said, today is going to be episode 22. I do want to remind you quite quickly, quietly, and briefly about voting for Brunhilde's Baddies. Brunhilde's Baddies is a public. I'm actually allowing y'all to have some influence over the team that we are establishing specifically for my playthrough of the DLC of Pokemon Sword. So you can vote on the Pokemon that you want to see in that playthrough by clicking the link in the chat. It's the pinned link in the chat, or you could also go to the Discord server and find that information there as well. The other thing that I do want to remind you all about is that we are actually going to be having cartoon weekend cartoons on Saturday. I want to remind you as well that we are still in the middle of well, kind of in the middle, aka slash the beginning of the fashion review. The fashion review is on its way to you all, and that submissions are open for it now. You have less than 2 weeks to submit as of today. And that also means that you have less than 2 weeks to submit specifically for the PPPVGC, a community-based battling event in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So we have plenty of people who seem like they're interested in being a part of the PPPVGC, and there seems to be some interest in the fashion review. I would like to see a little bit more interest in the fashion review between now and the day that it happens, but it's going to be a big event regardless. And honestly, if people just don't pull up, they don't pull up. I'm not going to feel any kind of way about it. It is what it is. There's a lot of things going on right now. I am also preparing specifically for the legendary Pokemon-a-thon. And this is just a kind of a general reminder that there's a lot of things going on right now, a lot of things that I'm planning, a lot of things that I'm focused on. So if you ever have anything that you need to talk to me about, I want you to go and check the announcements channels first. There are like multiple announcements channels. There is a channel specifically dedicated to the legendary Pokemon-a-thon, which you don't really need a lot of information on it just yet because that's going to be starting on Monday, but I'm still actively working on getting all this stuff for you. The VGC, there's an announcement channel for that. The fashion review, there's an announcements channel for that. There's a regular announcements channel, there's a stream announcements channel, and then there's an updates channel for everything that I have going on my social media, including my YouTube. So you're always gonna get access to my VODs, you're always gonna get access to everything. Look at my cutie, look at my cutie, look at my cutie. Kyanite's all grown up. She's not a rough puppy anymore. Kyanite's male. He's not a rough puppy anymore. Look at him. He's so like baby. Oh, I need to post on Blue Sky about this. I need to tell a gay person immediately. Raise your hand if you need to tell a gay person about a Kyanite evolving, because I need to tell everyone. Hi everyone though. Are y'all ready to go into the great crater of Paldea? He's so baby and now he's so grown up. I'm gonna post about this on Blue Ski. Y'all wanna see me post on Blue Sky? Because I'm gonna post on Blue Sky. CMB said he doesn't like gay people. Somebody take a screenshot of that and use it to cancel him. CMB, we're coming for you in 2026. Get ready, bitch. All right, let's get to it. Are y'all ready for a little bit of... I need to step up for a quick moment and close my door. I will be right back. Hello, hello. When a bad bitch tells you to do something, right, thank you. Hi, Moss Green City, welcome in. All right, let's get to it. What did y'all think about the Zara Larsson and Pink Panther's music video? I really enjoyed it. I've been going stateside, six in my beady, but babe, who knew? Boost, that's my ego boost. And I'm French, by the way. Oh. Suddenly everybody wants to be French. Suddenly everybody wants to be Chinese. Suddenly everybody wants to be French. Bring back the real French people. Where's Sam? I did not make that they them lizard pick mix. I found it online on Tenor. I wish I made it. Okay, let's talk about our team a little bit though. So who are our icons so far? We actually have Big Juicy, Big Juicy. We have Mantra, the Arvaliva. That's my mantra. We have Spirit Airlines, the Dreepy. We have none other than Squelch, the Gudra. We have Kaya Knights, the Lichen Rock. Oh my god. And lastly, but not leastly, we have the It Girl herself, Hanky Candle, on the team, leading us into victory as we go to the Great Crater of Paldea today with our friends. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Leave an email in the chat if you're ready. Because I'm ready. I guess it's time to go over there, but first let's go to Medali. I am gonna make some more blingies. I was gonna make blingies, so every Pokemon that I decide is going to be on Brunhilde's Team Baddie is going to get a blingy made. Specifically for them, starting with Brunhilde. But making blingies takes time. Me and Scooby-Doo on our way to go and see what's going on in the giant crater in the middle of town, girl. I can't tell if we're going to the Upside Down or if we're going to Five Below. You know who really loves a little bit of Five Below is Sunny. Not too much on her, but it's true. If you make blingies for your team, you should post it, either in Arts and Crafts or in Pokemon. Five Below does have good shit sometimes. Let's get into it. Hey, over here! Cleared base. This is the Zero Gate. It was made so researchers could try to observe the inside of the great crater of Paldea. What folks call Area Zero. It's our ticket down into the center. Oh, and speaking of the crater, you know that Pokemon of yours, the one I gave you? Area Zero is apparently where Miraidon was born or something like that. Maybe it'll be happy that it can finally come back home? Not that I really care or anything. Anyway, our 2 new teammates should be waiting for us inside the Zero Gate. Guess we should head in. Back when the dollar store was the dollar store, and the $5 store was the $5 store, and the $10 store was the $10 store, and and we could actually go inside other establishments without feeling like we had to boycott them, and the government wasn't I stopped myself, but I was going to continue. Whoa, kind of dark in here. Oh, here we go. Hola, Pommy. Arvin said there'd be a ton of strong Pokemon, so here I am. Once she heard she'd get to battle awesome Pokemon, she was here in a second. You're an annoying little pest at the academy, but I guess you can come in handy for this. Spoken like a guy who wants to get beaten in a battle. But more importantly, why is it so dark? And where's the awesome Pokemon? Yeah, it is weird that the lights are off. The last time I was here, the electricity was up and running, but now... Well, now the lights are on. But why? I turned them on. Seems like they were on power saving mode. I hacked into the system's controls and overrode the settings. Oh, it's you, the kid with the fluffy Eevee bag. I guess. My name's Penny. Well, hey! We never get to actually talk. I'm Nimona. I'm in class 1A. You must be some kind of tech whiz. Do you like Pokemon battling too? You talk like way too much. The director introduced us. When you need someone good with tech, she's a no-brainer. Anyway, Penny here also agreed in a second when she heard it was to help Pommy. I'm not really an adventuring type, but I owe you, Pommy, and I pay my debts. She's surprisingly old-fashioned like that. And of course everyone knows me, Arvin. My loves include Mabostif and cooking and biometric identification in progress. Hello, Pommy. I've been expecting you. And it seems you have gathered a group of formidable allies as well. Sorry? Who are you? That's my dad. Probably. What? That's Professor Turo? Nimona, student ID number 805C001. And Penny, student ID number 803B121. Thank you for coming. Of course, Professor! Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to meet you in person! I mean, maybe not in person exactly. Arvin, did you, tell your dad about us? When would I have done that? To begin with, I'd like to ask you to all make your way down into the Great Crater of Paldea. You can reach the lower chamber using the elevator you can see to your right. Dad? Please proceed below. Are they not on good terms? Must not be. Not a char cadet. I forgot about this entrance to Area 0. Biometric identification in progress. Identities confirmed. Access granted to the lower level. Oh! It opened up for us automatically. Not quite. Looks to me like someone's controlling this thing remotely. Once you step through, you will be above Area 0. Tommy, you have brought Maridon with you. Yeah, duh. I thank you for bringing it with you on your many adventures. If you utilize Maridon's gliding capabilities, you should be able to descend into the depths to reach Area 0. What? Isn't there like an elevator or something? And wait, didn't you say Maridon can fly? When you reach the bottom, I will get in touch once again. I hope your trip is uneventful. Uneventful? Railroading people into stuff, just like always. I can't wait to see what Pokemon live down in Area 0. Let's go! That girl, is she like incapable of fear or what? I guess we better go too. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous, Coded. Like, I'm kind of nervous. Are y'all nervous? Tommy, are you ready for the worst? Yup. Good. That's all we needed to hear. Get out that Pokemon of yours and we'll be off. I'm kind of nervous, Coded. I'm kind of nervous. I'm like nervous pilled or something. I'm nervous maxing. Like, I'm nervous. What's the matter with it? Scared of heights? That's what I'd say. Well, no wonder. But no need to be scared if we go together. How does that logic work? Get on! Yeah! Oh my god! Oh, yup, get into it. Exactly.
Let's fight. Let's fight.
Out of the four main ones, who is who? Well, I mean, I'm me, obviously. And now I'm back here again. I might have died once or twice there. It's okay, Maridon. Oh. Y'all can't even hear it, but the music is playing. It chose to go back in its ball? It's probably just hungry or something. Wait a second. Where's the student council girl? What? She's gone. You don't think she... Everyone! You have to see this! Area 0 is amazing! Come on already! I guess your ability would be on tempo, huh? Biometric identification in progress. 4 humans identified. Condition satisfactory. Vital signs all within normal range. It appears you were able to make the descent without being harmed. Yeah, sure. Smooth sailing. Who could possibly complain about a landing like that? That is good. I had concerns you might fall. Fail, given the crudeness of the only available access method. I think your dad's sarcasm detector needs fixing. Aw, you were worried about us? That's so sweet. You should now make your way to me at the Zero Lab in the deepest part of Area Zero. However, the entrance to the lab is barred by 4 locks installed on the exterior, which I cannot unlock. 4 locks. On your way to me, you must visit 4 research stations that were constructed inside the crater. At each station, you will be able to disable one of the locks. Do so as you make your way down. I hope you succeed. Yes! Let's disable the 4 locks and get into that lab. Sounds kind of video gamey when you say it out loud, huh? Come on, time to find our way to the deepest part of Area Zero. Just wait until she finds out there's something deeper. Look at all those Pokemon. Wow. Miraidon's not coming out of its ball. What if we saw a shiny? Of course it's going to be different than the textbook. They were never going to tell you about the inside of here if they don't want people to come exploring. Look at all the Pokemon. There's a Corviknight. This music is so good. I love this music, but also when I first heard it, I was really nervous. Like, it scared me bad. It is kind of spooky. Not Pneumonia over here fighting. They're fighting for who's the better friend to me, mind you. You can't see their little. They're talking. I'm not reading all that they're saying, but they're fighting about who I'm a better friend to. That must be one of the buildings the professor was talking about. Oh yeah. What are they called? Radish stations? Research stations. Well, I was close. Wow, you have such a great memory, Penny. What's great is my common sense compared to you lot, apparently. Oh, she's reading! Yeah, what the heck is that? That's a Pokemon La Primera uses. I didn't know that species could be found in the Great Crater. Come on, Pommy, let's take it on together. What if it Mega Evolves? Are there going to be a lot of Pokemon these rare down here? A lot more of these rare Pokemon down here is what she said. I don't know what I said. You think that was something? Please, you've got no idea how terrifying Area Zero really is. Wow, patronizing much? Easy, you two. Just head inside the research station. While we're down here, why don't we give one of these candies to... I don't think actually this is going to even level Spirit Air up. Yeah, it doesn't even level Spirit Air up all the way. Let's put her in the front then. Wow, are these ancient ruins? They look far too recent for that. It appears you have reached your first research station without incident. This facility was constructed 87 years ago as a way station for those surveying Area Zero. So that's why there's a bed. Looks like we can use this place to rest up if we need to. Tommy, if you would be so kind as to disable the first lock on the lab using that central panel. I didn't realize this whole time, I did not realize that this bed is a Pokemon Center. Every time I've been down here, I never knew that. I never needed it, but I also didn't know. Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations. Yeah, for this to be Switch 1 and for Switch 1 to be considered so mid. What's crazy to me is also though, like you can walk into them, but like if you walk up to them, they won't move. But for this game to be considered so mid, the graphics in this area specifically are so cool. Oh, am I heading upward? I guess we should go down, huh? Because this doesn't really lead anywhere. I'm getting my life to this music. I've always liked this area because it's like so sci-fi, like futuristic, like, but it's like it's so heavy that it's like hard to listen to at full volume kind of thing. Arvin is saying that when he came down here last, he was trying to see his dad and his Pokemon got injured. That's what the thing with Mabostiff. That has to have happened not too long before the story started, which is what led him to looking for the Herba Mystica in the first place, which actually did help him and the Mabostiff. Penny is continuing to chastise Arvin. Not you threw your Switch. The second research station. About time, too. Phew. Let's head in and take a breather. I thought you'd have a bit more stamina, student council girl. Ooh, I'm just full of surprises. That wasn't a compliment, you know. Hey, look, a Delibird. It's good to see some nice familiar Pokemon down here. Oh my gosh, so cute. What the? What? Not Penny getting the fuck out of the way. Oh, she sent her Umbreon. I don't even know what type this is. Ice Beam. We need to get Spirit Air out of here. I like Pneumonia. I actually do like Pneumonia a lot. Especially like more and towards the end of the story, I like her a lot. I think that there's like an era of sentimentality about her that I appreciate. Like she sees the value in the personal connection associated with battling that not a lot of trainers actually utilize or communicate about. Here we go. Number 306, Jackalope. The caretaker Pokemon, a dragon and ghost type. This Pokemon stores up energy in its lungs. When it shoots it out. It takes care of Dreepy and battles alongside them until they're all grown up. Dracoloak, the caretaker Pokemon. And if you notice, the Dreepy on its back is also shiny. So this Pokemon is shiny, and so is the Dreepy on its back. We need to change Spirit Air's moveset. Seriously, what was that? Darn thing scared me half to death. It was definitely kinda mechanical looking for a Delibird, wasn't it? No kidding. Come on, let's just get inside already. One more jump scare like that and I'm done for. Girl, anyway. Y'all think Penny plays Overwatch? This is an attack baddie. This is not a... Apparently, it's built specifically for attack, not special attack. I thought it was for special attack this whole time. I was wrong. I was wrong. Who do you think Penny's main is in Overwatch, if you had to guess? Oh, we got you surrounded, bitch. Oh my god. Venomoth don't got no business, y'all. Junker Queen or Malga? Imagine Penny playing Malga. Like she play Genji or Hanzo? Probably Genji. Penny plays VR chat, I agree. Well, this looks pretty much the same as the first research station. Seems like wild Pokemon don't come in here. We should be safe to catch our breath. Hey, seriously, what's with this place? That Pokemon? I've been wondering about that myself. I think maybe that Pokemon was one of these. Huh? What's that book? Monsters of Area Zero. As we descended further into Area Zero, shout out to Aria. As we descended further into Area Zero, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon. Though we wondered if these compact, cruel beasts were indeed Pokemon at all. One of our team suffered a brutal blow from such a beast and was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat for a time. Monsters of Area Zero. A member of the survey team captured this photograph by chance. I noticed a passing resemblance to the Pokemon known as Donphan, yet differences such as its texture and the way it moves suggest it's biologically separate, to say nothing of its treads of iron. Monsters of Area Zero? So, they aren't actually Pokemon? I don't really know. What do you think, Mom? I think they are really just Pokemon. Yeah, same. I mean, they look different, sure, but they use moves in battle just like Pokemon we know. I suppose the time has come for an explanation. Professor! Some of the life forms you see residing now within Area Zero are future Pokemon that lived in a distant day we have yet to see. Future Pokemon? What? That's awesome! Oh, come on. There's no way that's possible. The Zero Lab, where I am located, contains a time machine. It summons the future Pokemon to this place. So the thing my dad spent forever researching down here, he actually got it working? Indeed, though the cost was catastrophic. The cost? But a time machine, you mean you can actually travel to and from the future? It is theoretically possible to travel to the future. However, for a being such as a human, it would not be possible to return to the present. Well, that's horrifying. Dad, you... Why did you call us here to Area Zero? Arvin, if possible, I would love us to speak when we can meet face to face. It will be easier for you to understand once you can see the situation for yourself. Now then, Tommy, please use the central panel here and disable another lock on my lab. They did Arvin so dirty in this story. Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations. Hey, Pommy. You know that book he told me to bring? I think it's got something to do with this place. Or more like, everything to do with this place. But I'm not the one he expects to fix whatever all this is. You are. I think you should be the one to carry it. Take care of it for me, okay? Did any of you... Oh! I don't know if any of you happened to watch the collaboration that I did with Robbie and Arya and Cecily over the summer. We did a little YouTube video. I talked about it a lot, and I've talked about it since. But, did you know that Volcarona is only like a 5% chance of spawning? And I just saw one, and that bitch was about to attack me. Not Nimona over here talking about my mom. In-game. Everybody's trauma bonding because of their parents. Meanwhile, I'm leading the team as we travel on foot. Did somebody say Landorus? I'm going to be catching Landorus. Probably really soon. Nice. We get to chill for a minute. Something's gonna jump out at us again, 100% guaranteed. Oh, Penny, such a worry wart. Huh? You see? Wait a sec. This is just like that Titan Pokemon we saw. So it was a future Pokemon all along. Whoa, you battled one of these before, Arvin? It looks seriously strong. Yeah, well, Tommy and I were old pros when it comes to Titans. Leave this to us. I think Iron Treads is the only steel type. I don't recall. I think it's like steel and ground, maybe? I don't remember. I feel like this is the only time that we actually ever do like even semi-double battles in this game, is when we're battling specifically with Arvin. Or in this case, any of these battles in Area Zero at all. See that? Victory's ours! Maybe the one we saw when we were sorting out the Herba Mystica came from down here. You two got to meet one of these Pokemon before the Great Crater? I'm jealous! If we got things from the literal future roaming around Paldea, that's a major problem. Isn't Professor Truro doing something to keep them under control? How could he let this happen? Yeah, right. Because it's not like, oh, so brilliant Professor Truro ever messes up. Come on, let's get into that research station. Considering the size of a Donphan compared to the size of its eyes are non-essential. It probably feels the ground underneath it very well. It also probably has a very strong sense of smell and a strong sense of hearing, considering its ears and the location and the size of its nose, and also the height that it takes up, as well as the size of its feet. I doubt that it needs the eyes to see. Also, since the eyes are on the side of Donphan's head, it's most likely a prey animal, and it has developed its ability to move across the ground with the rolling so adeptly that it probably senses a lot of what's going on around it with its skin anyway, with the tougher side of its skin being more sensitive than the other side of its skin, even if it is a little bit like it's probably more durable. How are we doing after walking and battling and whatnot? Anyone need a rest? You feeling rough, Penny? No. Oh no, it's not that. I've just been thinking ever since the professor mentioned that time machine. The Pokemon in Area Zero came to our time from the future, right? So what about Miraidon? Isn't it pretty likely that it's also one of those future Pokemon? I don't know. I think you're onto something. It's kind of giving off future-y vibes. Even its name sounds futuristic. Wait a sec, I totally forgot. Hey, Arvin. You had Miraidon's ball, and you told us about its forms in the first place. You must know something about it, right? You still remember that from way back? No wonder you're everybody's little star pupil. Oh, look at her face! Guess I've got no choice then, but to tell you what I know. That Pokemon, Miraidon that is, it was found by my dad when he was working on his time machine. I believe it would be best for me to take over the explanations at this point. Professor! Miraidon, which I entrusted to Pommy, was the first Pokemon that was successfully retrieved from the future by the time machine. Seriously? Though analysis of its genetic makeup as well as its behavioral patterns, I came to realize what I had discovered was in fact a futuristic form of Cyclizar, the Pokemon commonly ridden in this region. Well, that makes sense, I guess. They do look alike. Many other Pokemon also come to this place from across the boundaries of time, but I was never able to bring over more than 2 specimens of Miraidon. Huh? You mean there's another one around here somewhere? What if they're family? The other one could still be somewhere in Area Zero, waiting to finally be reunited with our Miraidon. Our Miraidon! A heartwarming family reunion. Exactly! Imagine how thrilled they'd be if we can get the family back together after all this time. Family, huh? Yeah, that sounds nice. If we could proceed, please disable the next lock using the central panel there. Well done. Only one remains now. Please continue to the final research station. I didn't realize that there were books around here. I just read that book. I would love a shiny Surskit. We have a shinies only agenda for this team. If you'd like to join, please change your skin tone. That's crazy. That's crazy. Did I lie? Wow. I'm getting my life. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting my life. Oh my gosh! Look at all these huge, gorgeous crystals. They go all the way to the bottom. One slip and we can kiss our short lives goodbye. Oh, good call. Watch your step. So the professor's down there somewhere waiting for us. And that's fine. Totally fine. All right, team. Watch yourselves and let's get to the bottom of this thing. This place looks unreal. Maybe there really is treasures down here like the stories say. Yeah, this place is like something from a whole other world. Makes you feel like maybe you already died and went somewhere. Is it just me, or do the crystals here give off the same glow as when the Pokemon terrestrialize? There's gotta be some sort of connection. Only one way to find out. Come on, everybody, let's keep moving. We've gotta go all the way down. I will say I'm loving what I'm getting so far. I think honestly, having it not be as like super graphically iconic seems like this is gonna be something that we're gonna reminisce about, even if it's not something that we're super ecstatic about now. Like just the experience of being able to be in Area Zero is gonna be something that we're gonna be talking about for a long time, I think. I know I'm supposed to go down, but I want this item over here. Why does Penny kind of run like a diva? Hold on. Pneumonia apparently thinks that Scooby-Doo is just scared because of the heights. Oh, there's the research station. Can we go this way? How do we get up? How do we get over there? And we can't climb. Oh, we guess we're gonna have to go around. Hi, Mobsuki. I can't wait to experience this game with the Switch too. I hope I get one soon. I've been thinking about it a lot. That's what the subathon is for. Or I guess it's really the Pokemon-a-thon. That's what I'm calling it. Is because it's gonna be like a mix of a subathon and a donathon. But I'm really excited. I hope that I'm able to get a Switch too, because I really want one. I'm also really paranoid that I'm gonna see a shiny Pokemon somewhere. Whoa, what happened? This place is a mess. It looks like something went berserk in here. Yeah, but what? Hello, children. Ah! Professor, you scared us. I'm sorry. Why is everything in here all busted up? I'm sorry. Hello, children. Come again? Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Hello, children. Hello, children. Hello, children. What the heck? Stop that! You're creeping us out. Hello, children. Initiating restart. The professor must be having some weird connection problems or something. Huh. Well, that was definitely weird, at least. Almost like, I don't know. If he meant it as a joke, it wasn't funny. I've got goosebumps and all. Ah, ah, ah. Hello. Can you hear me now? Please forgive my previous transmission. There seems to be some signal interference. That's not what that was. What do you mean, Arvin? The locks have all been disabled at last. Please make your way now to the Zero Lab, which lies at the very bottom of Area Zero. Very bottom in air quotes. Pneumonia being aggressively positive, thinking that there's nothing wrong with him is crazy. Also, all of these buildings being made 87 years ago, why are they all so modern looking? They're all made of metal. Wouldn't they have needed to be like made of like wood or something? Oh, look at that iron bundle, it's sleeping. Well, this is not the way. We're so close, though. I wish I could ride on Maridon. He'd be a big help right now. Have we finally reached the deepest part? We made it. Ready to see if those legends of treasure down here are for real? Huh, yeah, right. That's just fluff they write to fill the textbooks. The phone is ringing. Hello, children. You've done well to make it here. The structure you see before you is the Zero Lab. That's where you are, right, Professor? But wait, why does it look like the whole place is being swallowed up by crystals? The crystals here in Area Zero possess a peculiar energy. This energy can alter the functions of living things and optimize the performance of machinery. It is the same energy that allows Pokemon to terrestrialize. So this entire building's been terrestrialized? Is that what you're saying? Don't be silly, Arvin. The professor implied something important about the Terra Orbs just now. They're made from the crystals down here in Area Zero, aren't they? Indeed, though not many know it. Since you have disabled all 4 locks, the gate to the Area Zero lab should now be open for you. But once you open the gate, you will quickly be confronted with the dangerous Pokemon inside. They will likely make a break for freedom. That sounds like a problem. With the 4 of you working together, you should be able to best them. Prepare yourselves well, then open the gate. You've got me and Pommy here. Doesn't matter what we're up against, we'll be fine. Ha! Well then, that puts all my worries to rest. The 2 different Area Zeros for the game deepening. I think it would have been interesting to see, like, the further you get down, the older the buildings get. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Churro hit the pen before the calling. Not the blinker. I'm excited. Hopefully I'll get to play Kitakami with the Switch too. Y'all need to pull up for the Legendary Pokemonathon and donate if you can. Have I seen the real world versions of the box legendaries that Honda and Toyota have made? Yes, I have seen videos of them. Hold it! Huh? Why? We're finally on the cusp of getting into the lab. Look, if it's true that a bunch of really dangerous Pokemon might come at us, then shouldn't we also have Miraidon help? Ugh. Yeah? If Miraidon here were like how we... If Miraidon were like how we first saw it, then in the Inlet Grotto, then it'd be a huge help. I want to see it battle. But it hasn't even wanted to let us ride it ever since we came down to Area Zero. And it can't enter its battle form in the first place. But it's really strong. I know it is. It ate all those Herba Mystica we found too. When it really matters, I'm sure it'll fight. And Area Zero is where it used to live. If you bring it to its ball, out of its ball right now, maybe it'll be able to find its family too, right? That's pretty sensible by your standards, Arvin. I don't know. Go on. Let Miraidon out. All right, come on, Pommy. Now that we've got Miraidon ready, it's time to open that gate. I know that neither of them are necessarily built specifically for functionality, but more for the aesthetic. Oh. Oh. Scooby too. The family reunion, it's happening. Whoa, no way. something's not right. Huh? What's wrong? Are you bummed that your heartwarming family reunion got cut off so quickly? Bitch, you're so delusional. Are you joking? There was nothing heartwarming about it. We were this close to getting caught up in a nasty brawl. Wait, for real? Just look at Miraidon. Poor thing's terrified. Guess that other one isn't exactly its pal. Yeah, that other Pokemon was giving off some real bad vibes. Not that you should worry a thing about any of that. Once we get you back into your battle form, I'm sure you'll be going toe-to-toe with against that jerk. If you want to. Sorry. Guess that doesn't really help, huh? Do you think that other Miraidon was one of the dangerous Pokemon the professor warned us to watch out for? But didn't the professor say the dangerous Pokemon would come from outside? You mean from inside the gate we just... Let's get ready to rumble, bitch. Oh, we got you surrounded. Come out. There's no way we can handle that many. And don't tell me they're all future Pokemon. We've got a little disaster on our hands here. Look, even that fellow's ready to bail. Then I guess it's my turn. I've been waiting. Come on, let's do this together. The music. Damn, not too much. Wow, they're really strong. Now this is a worthwhile challenge. I'm glad you're on our side, but you're still really annoying when you say stuff like that. Yeah, they're coming at me? Help me out here. Not seismic toss. All of Penny's evolutions are really fast. Oh no, they're running away. Yeah, and? If those Pokemon get out, we're gonna have a gigantic mess on our hands. We gotta go after them, Penny. Why me? Wait! Hold on, Pneumonia. Why do I get the feeling you're enjoying all this? I hope those two can handle their part. But at least the crowd's been thinned out now. Guess it's up to us to deal with what's left. Let's go for this strong-looking one first. And here we are with Spirit Air hitting that final evolution.
What's that in my cup? That's that potion. Rubbing honey's on my skin like it's toast.
Number 307, Dragapult, the stealth Pokemon, a dragon and ghost type. The fastest Dragapult of the group is always surrounded by Dreepy that want to fly at sonic speed. Dragapult, the stealth Pokemon. Dragon Darts. See, the power of friendship had us perfectly in sync, all thanks to our Titan hunting power. Still scared, huh? You worried you might have to face the other one of your kind? Well then, let me take on some of that burden. These stragglers should be nothing. Me and Mabostif here can take them. So, Tommy, you take your partner there and go take care of business. Glad to see you've got some faith in us at last. But Mabostif can't wait to battle either. Oh shit. Y'all locked in. Maridon. You really ruined my whole childhood, you know. But it's not like seeing you cowering and scared out of your wits is making me feel any better about it. You've got amazing powers, if you just use them. And you've got us too. So don't you even think about losing to that jerk. Be brave, stand up, and fight. Human presence detected within the Zero Lab. What the heck? Deactivating sleep mode. Hello. Thank you for coming. No. Back to your ball. What's going on here? That one is far less tractable and far more aggressive than the one you've traveled with. Your Miraidon fled Area Zero because it lost to the other one in a territorial struggle. Oh. I'm afraid that there is something for which I must apologize. I am not the true Professor Turo. Then who the fuck are you? I am an artificial intelligence the professor created, imbued with his memories and knowledge. In short, I am an AI-powered robot. Oh, they were ahead of their time with this one. The real professor passed away during the incident that destroyed Research Station number 4. Passed away? The Pokemon was not to be blamed. It was the original professor who failed to accurately judge its full power. I believe the professor wanted nothing more than for the Miraidon to survive and thrive. That's why he threw himself in front of our Miraidon in an attempt to protect it. From the time I first reached out to Director Clavel and asked to be put in contact with you, I was never more than an AI. Pami, the reason I asked you to come to me is because I have one last thing to do here at the Zero Lab, and I desire your help. In short, I wish for you to put a stop to the time machine the original professor created. Any questions can be addressed as we make our descent. Follow me. He sounded much more human-like on the phone. This elevator will take us down to the lower level. Step inside. It is truly a great relief to me that you came. I will answer any questions you may have. Is there anything you wish to know? What happened to the real professor? As I explained to you before, the original professor no longer exists. During the destruction of the research station, his physical body received grievous injuries that left it unable to sustain life. I am afraid that this fact may be difficult for his son Arvin to accept. I now manage the Zero Lab in the original professor's place. Is there anything else you wish to ask? What is an AI, really? An AI is an artificial intelligence created by a human being. A computer draws on the original professor's knowledge and memories to calculate all of my thoughts and actions. The result of those calculations are expressed by the mechanical body, built to resemble the professor in every way. Humanity does not, in fact, possess the knowledge to develop such a sophisticated AI at present, but the crystals that make up the Zero Lab have made such a thing possible here. They are also why I cannot leave this place. Is there anything else you wish to ask? What is this time machine? The time machine is a device that the original professor and I worked on together. It sends Pokeballs to a different point on the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it can then draw them back here to the present. When he was alive, Professor Turo had a great fascination with Pokemon from another age, what you might call future Pokemon. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically draw future Pokemon to this time. Is there anything else you wish to ask? What is it you really want? The original professor had a dream of a world in which future Pokemon might live alongside present-day Pokemon in harmony. I pickled, but these Pokemon have gained a strange power due to their adaptations in the distant future. and this power has proved to be too terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the ecological balance of this current age. The original professor would say that such destruction is a natural part of life. At present, the barrier around Area Zero is still working to keep future Pokemon from escaping into the rest of Paldea. But we've begun to see Pokemon appear that can break that barrier, such as Iron Treads. Eventually, they will break free of this walled garden known as Area Zero and run rampant across the Paldea region. And when they do, the rich and varied ecosystem of Paldea will be trampled beneath their coming. I may have been created as a copy of the professor, and yet I cannot seem to find the logic in allowing such a tragedy to occur. But any hope of preventing it would require overcoming the greatest AI that the original professor ever devised. Tommy, you have become a formidable trainer. Now use that strength you have gained to destroy the dream that Turo once cherished. I appreciate your willingness to help. And what if I told you that I was AI? How would you feel? Quickly. Behold, this is the time machine we perfected using the power of the terrestrial phenomenon. To stop the time machine, you will need to use the professor's ID, which has been embedded in the Violet book. It was very like the professor to put the final key we would need in that book of all places. He loved the volume since childhood. If you place the Violet book upon the pedestal here, you will be able to stop the time machine. There is just one issue. If you try to stop the machine, I will most likely attack you. What? Artificial being that I am, my own desires can be overridden by the system's programming. Once that happens, I'm afraid I will become no more than a battle machine, bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon analysis of the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe you can prevail. Once you have readied yourself for this fight, please place the Violet book upon the pedestal. Girl. Thank you, Andalise, for believing in me. Thank you. Thank you. I think our Pokemon are ready. I think they're ready. Initiating emergency shutdown. Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. Access denied. Shutdown command overridden. Reinitializing. It is up to you now, Tommy. AI Turo switching to sleep mode. Activating offense protocols. Please, defeat me. At last. At last, my dream is within reach. And you're not getting in the way. Iron Moth. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not about to let anyone get in the way of my goals. This is the power of the distant future. Splendid, isn't it? Get into it, Spirit Air. Iron Jugulus, we're switching, for sure. Squelch the Gudra. I know that's right, the Shell Bell. Are you just gonna keep using Dark Pulse? Iron Bundle. Snowscape, okay. It avoided it. Water Pulse. Trailblaze. Do you imagine you can best the wealth of data at my disposal with your human brain? Ionite became confused. Trailblaze. Yes, it's super effective. Now, this is interesting. Child, do you actually understand future Pokemon's weaknesses? The reality is, this was actually, I'm being satirical with the voicing, but the reality is, if this was a future AI, the voice would probably sound uncanny. Iron Thorns. Isn't that... That's my mantra. Her quick claw worked. Let's see if it'll make her move faster. Oh, she tore him up. Iron hands. Big juicy. You fake out the flinch. Thoughts and prayers for Pickles. Double edge. Oh, this is not useful. We're gonna have to switch before we get took out. Not Big Juicy. Hanky Candle. And the crowd goes crazy. Iron Valiant. Iron Valiant is a psychic and fairy type, so it would be weak to... No, it's not. It's a fairy fighting type. It's gonna be weak to psychic. Everything is proceeding with my expectations. I'm afraid the probability of you winning is 0. Hanky tanked it. Hanky tanked it. Iron Valiant tanked it. Oh, this is close. Exactly, Moss Green. Exactly. Your poison jab does nothing. Lumina Crash one more time. Impossible. What is this? Did you already beat all the baddies without me? Not the baddies! Okay, out with it, you. Who are you really? Thank you for everything. The time machine has finally... He has finally been stopped. Are you really not my dad? Oh, look how big you've grown. So proud of you. Sorry, you were so long alone, Arvin. Dad? Security system failure. Security system failure. Threat to time machine detected. Threat to time machine detected. Whoa, what's going on now? Is another army of Pokemon on its way here? It cannot be. An obstacle is preventing the time machine from performing as intended. Activating Paradise Protection Protocol to remove the offending obstacle. What was keeping the time machine running? Truly all the professor. Looking all Pokeballs except those registered to Turo's ID. Wait, what? Program initializing, gathering terrestrial energy. I'm sorry, children. This is too much for you. You must run. AI Turo disabled. Paradise Protection Protocol initiated. I think that it is a moot point right now on whether or not we are able or should be able to time travel when we have so many more bigger issues going on in the world. Besides that, especially on the scientific front, we need to be focusing on making the future better, not going back to the past and observing what was going on. We already know a lot of what was going on through the past. We don't trust a lot of archaeologists to actually tell us the truth anymore. And if we did trust scientists like archaeologists, who are oftentimes scientists and not also historians, we would not feel so tempted to go back to the past, but we don't trust them. And a lot of times they're not trusted because they actually speak on the atrocities that have occurred in humanity in ways that are unbiased and oftentimes truthful. I can't battle without a Pokemon. It's true, our Pokeballs don't work. How are we even supposed to battle? Get into it, Scooby-Doo. Not the magical girl transformation. Get into it. They said all the Pokemon that were in balls, like the only Pokemon that were able to be released in this area were from Turo's ID. Pokeballs used in from Turo's ID. This was originally Turo's Pokemon. In a metaphysical perspective as opposed to a logistical perspective, do I think people can time travel? No. Do I think that there is something there? Sure. The way he's calling this a garden paradise. What is Terra Blast supposed to do here? This looks like it could be really bad. Hang in there. We're using an X attack. I don't care. Hyper Beam. Y'all are so hopeful, but I have some bullshit ass moves. My Terra Orb is glowing. I guess it's go time, y'all. Are y'all ready? Right. You defeated Paradise Protection Protocol. You did it! It's not going berserk anymore. How? How very astounding. To think that you would manage to defy even the original professor's final protections. Are you back to normal? Yes. A completely unforeseen outcome, even for an AI possessing the most sophisticated technology ever conceived. Even on the brink of despair, you children did not give in and instead proved your worthiness, showing the wisdom to think for yourselves, the courage to hold faith in your friends, and the fortitude to do what had to be done. No matter how challenging of a future may await you, I believe you will be capable of walking whatever paths you choose for yourselves now. With pride. Thank you. I thank all of you children. But I am afraid that the time machine cannot be put to a complete stop so long as I am here. It appears I myself am part of that system that ensures the machine reboots when stopped. Huh? What does that mean? I am sorry. You know, when I was watching you all on your adventures from down here, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied your freedom. The way that you came together, working in league with your fellows and caring for them. The way that you sought strength and to better yourself, knowing that throwing all you are into your battles. Hi, Sapphire. The way that you would face down even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved. The way that you never ceased to seek, nor to fight for a treasure all your own. Ah, and the way that you soared free through the very skies on those wings of yours. I wish that I, too, might be as free as you all, free to seek out that which I might treasure, above all else, not bound. Your own treasure. As long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop, for I am inextricably connected to it. So I've made a decision. I will use the time machine to journey to the world of the future that I have dreamed of. What? You can't just leave now, right when we finally reached you. I am not only going so that the time machine can be stopped, I also cannot deny my desire to see that future world for myself. Is this what it feels like to have your heart race with the thrill of adventure? Arvin, I am sorry that I kept the truth from you for so long. I inherited all the thoughts and wishes of the professor, and so I understand better than any. Your father truly loved you. You can't. You can't just go and say a thing like that now. No? I suppose you're right. I am sorry. Arvin, Maridon, Kwame. It is a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Dad! Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. How could you just go? Dad. Arvin, you okay, bud? Yeah, somewhere deep down, I kind of already knew it. I knew that thing was fake, but when it said my name, using his voice and wearing his face, even if it was fake, it felt real, you know? And so sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. That's okay. I guess Maridon is sad too. Oh, but that battle form, how cool is that? It's so strong. If it tries to nudge at me for a belly rub while it's huge like this, I seriously think I'm gonna die. Hey now, let's not skip over the big win here. Tommy and Maridon just saved all of Paldea. That's right, you both did amazing. Yeah, that's my bud for you. You know, Arvin, even though the professor's gone, I bet he's finally having a real fun adventure of his own in the future. Yeah. Thanks, Penny. Yeah. Sorry. What should we do now? Let's go home, you guys. You said it. Come on, everyone. Let's make our way home. Shout out to the orphan subplots of Generation 9 of Pokemon. It's the fact that it happened across multiple games within multiple different characters of those separate games is crazy, because it's always an orphan subplot. That's not even an orphan subplot. I mean, it is an orphan subplot because the main plot of the story has nothing to do with his parents, but or the orphan subplot once again. Okay, everybody, listen up. What is it? Let's take the long road home and get a little more fun out of this adventure. I don't really. Sounds great. If we can load up on snacks first, I'm in. Hey, not you too. Get into it. Oh, alright, fine. I guess we're doing this.
You see, tonight it could go either way. Hearts balanced on a razor blade. We are designed to love and break.
I'm going to turn this music down a little bit because I don't know if that's going to be muted on my stream. So we're going to turn that down very gracefully. That was a really fun playthrough. I've enjoyed this from start to finish the entire time that we've done it, and I'm grateful for all of you for showing up. Whoever it is watching this VOD, whoever it is watching this stream, I appreciate all of you. V, unfortunately, you have to try again. Maridon is kind of like, I always think of Maridon more as like a dog, like a really big dog. I think of Maridon and Koridon as big dogs. But that was it. That was the first part of the Pretty Pink Badge Quest with the Girlypop twist. In the future, we will continue going. I do have plans for Kitakami, and I do have plans for the Terrarium, aka the Indigo Disc, aka the Hidden Treasures of Area Zero. So we're going to be doing that as well. While we're here, who was your favorite Pokemon that you saw throughout the entire playthrough? There's a few dozen of them at this point. Who do you like the most? Not just the ones on the team, but any of them. Princess was not in this playthrough. Princess was not in this playthrough. Oh, V likes Kyanite. Get into it. I am very hopeful that I will be able to raise enough money to get a Switch 2, but I am also not... I am not like holding out I'm not like I can't predict that I'm going to be playing it on the Switch 2. Bafufu Baby, Hanky Candle, Bafufu Baby, R.I.P. Matra did do her big one against AI Turo, huh? Let's see if the music has changed now. Oh, it's still Ed Sheeran. Miss It Girl deserves a little spotlight moment. I will say the It Girl of the playthrough is actually probably Tamari, but the It Girl of the moment is Hanky Candle. I think at the end of the day, we're all It Girls. I also think, however, that for the Pokemonathon, the Legendary Pokemonathon, I'm actually not going to be using the Pokemon from specifically this playthrough. I am going to be using the Pokemon from this playthrough, but I'm going to be developing a team because I'm going to be utilizing the Pokemonathon to do some of the stuff outside of the story, like capturing the Ruinous Quartet. I'm going to be going for them. I'm going to be going for them throughout the Legendary Pokemonathon. That's why they're part of the flyer. I am going to be redoing the flyer that I'm using for that event, but if you go and look on there, the majority of the legendary Pokemon that I'm going for are already on there. But yeah, I'm gonna be using a team of Pokemon from this playthrough to go and get those Pokemon, but it's not gonna be all the Pokemon that are on the current team. It's probably gonna be a few different ones. I'm an eternal mantra stan, I fear. Get into it. Thank you, treasured friends. It says the end in the corner. And there's an automatic save right here. Calling students to the director's office. Oh, it's all four of us. Director Clavel would like to see us. Ha! Looks like the hero's finally here. Would you like to join us? We're in for an earful, aren't we? Guess we'll find out soon enough. No need for concern, you two. I'm not angry in the slightest. I merely called you all here to discuss your fine achievements in this year's treasure hunt. You shut down the professor's time machine and thus prevented the Pokemon from future running rampant across Paldea. Your actions were truly outstanding in every regard, and I couldn't be prouder of you all. Though your decision to enter a strictly off-limits area was admittedly regrettable. You've got us there. However, since this was necessary to protect Paldea and its previous precious ecosystems, I am willing to overlook that peculiar point. Phew! So we're not getting raked over the coals after all. Oh, before I forget, Tommy, there's something I would like for you to have. Each of your friends has received one already, so this is for you. A Master Ball. Oh, and about the Hall of Fame badge I gave you a short while ago. That gift is one we bestow only upon students who truly achieve remarkable feats. I expect you to honor that badge. What that badge represents by striving always to serve as a model for your fellow students. I guess I'll try. I don't even know what badge he's talking about. Oh, well, I suppose you must be rather worn out from your recent adventures. Ah, and Arvin. I was so sorry to hear about the professor. You have my deepest condolences. Well... Yeah, it was pretty rough when I found out about my dad and how he died. Weirdly enough, my head actually feels clear now for the first time in ages. In the Great Crater, I got to learn a bit about my dad's research and what he was trying to achieve. I guess if you're building something as mind-blowing as a time machine, that takes priority over showering your son with attention, huh? All I know is I'm done feeling like some lost little kid. Done. Time to say goodbye and move on. I'm gonna enjoy every last day till graduation with my buds here, and Mavostov, of course. Well said, Arvin. You truly are your father's son. Of course, I must remind you that you're nowhere near enough credits to graduate. You'll need to study frantically to catch up. But I have every expectation of your success. What? And let us not forget the other good news. Our academy has a new champion. Though we sadly cannot make your valiant deeds in the Great Creator known to the public, your new champion rank at least should be celebrated throughout the whole school. Ooh, I know how we should celebrate. We should hold a Pokemon battle contest. Seriously? Could we not? Classic Nimona. A Pokemon battle contest, you say? While your own vested interests in such a venture are more than apparent, Miss Nimona, I think that's a fine idea. But please understand that a large-scale event will be quite beyond us. We've many other school activities to keep an eye on, after all. Pardon my intrusion, I couldn't help but overhear. The icon, La Primera! The Pokemon League will, of course, happily lend a hand in organizing this contest. La Primera! Well, well, a most kind offer, Chairwoman Gita. I do everything in my power to nurture young, up-and-coming talent. Though that's not to say only the youth have promise when it comes to Pokemon battles. A former gym leader, the developer of the Pokedex app, this academy clearly counts many skilled trainers of Pokemon among its staff. As such, my suggestion is as follows. Students and staff should compete for the title of the strongest trainer at the academy. Whoa! We'd get to battle the teachers? You'd compete too, right, Primera? Is that even allowed? The chairwoman is not part of the academy, right? Actually, I think she's the chairwoman of the school board as well as the Pokemon League. Wait, for real? I mean, I knew she was on another level, but wow. Thank you for the invitation, Champion Nimona. I would gladly take up your kind offer to compete alongside you all, but I'm afraid my schedule is already packed tight with work that I simply must attend to. Aw, can't you free up some time somehow? Well, I suppose I might be able to participate if Champion Pommy would agree to lend me a hand with my work. Where should I start? Excellent answer. Much obliged. To get straight to it, I would like you to go out and inspect Paldea's various gyms in my stead. Are they fulfilling their duties as beacons of strength and inspiration for all those aiming to achieve champion rank? Or has their brilliance started to fade? To find this out, I ask that you bring your full might as champion to bear against each of these gym leaders and test their prowess in battle. They are all trainers of exceptional talent, hand-picked by me personally. I do not expect you'll find any cracks in their armor, but, well, consider it a formality. This will also provide the perfect stage for your first appearance as a new champion. Since all the gym leaders will still be expecting me to carry out the inspection, I imagine they'll have mustered their full strength. I dare say they might even be more of a challenge than when you faced them before. You get to have all-out battles with the gym leaders. Man, I'm jealous. Now, then, on to another crucial matter. I'd like to discuss with Penny here how to patch the weaknesses in our league point system. But there's a bunch of anime I missed. Well, I was just gonna binge. Like, thank you in advance for your willing and eager cooperation. She said, if you want to stay in this school, you're gonna have to skip that anime, bitch. I mean, I'll do it. I'll help. Let me help. Excellent. Well, I'll leave you to it then. Come on now, Penny. She said, put Kiss Anime down. Close your Crunchyroll account. Nothing for you. No Funimation. No nothing. I say, it's wonderful to see you all showing such initiative. You each have a critical role to play. Penny assisting the league, our new champion inspecting gyms, Nimona arranging the event. Give it your best, everyone. What about Arvin? Guess my role is so obvious it goes without saying. What is it? Stay in school, kids. Where do I want to go? For now, I'm going to my dorm room. I think it would be really fun if I were to make an event out of going back through each of the gyms. Going back through each of the gyms and taking all the different Pokemon from each individual episode that I've had so far of the Badge Quest before moving on to Kitakami. Taking each individual team, building them up, and then using them against each individual gym leader. So for example, for episode 1, I believe that we just brought the regular Pokemon that we had. And the first Pokemon that we added to the team after the main 5 was Squelch the Goomy, who is now a Goodra. And so, for example, I would bring back all of the originals. So that would be like Delta the Quaquaval, Mantra the Arboliva, Chanel number 9 the Hoppip, who I would probably level up, etc. And taking them and going fighting against Katie. And then and then I would go to the second gym, and for the second gym, I believe that was Brassius. I would take all the Pokemon that I used for Brassius originally, and fight him with those Pokemon that I've leveled up since then. I think that would be really fun. Don't y'all? I'm coming up with this on the spot. Like, it just occurred to me as we were having that conversation. She was a wanted criminal 2 days ago. It was not last week. It was 2 days ago. It was literally in game. It was like 2 days ago, and in real life, we experienced that on stream 2 days ago as well. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to my stream today. I want to say hello to Sunny. I appreciate all of you for coming to the stream today. We are going to play a little song, and we're going to get out of here. Should we do a raid? I know Damsel is streaming. Y'all want to raid into Damsel? I don't know how many of us there even are. Oh, that's plenty. We're going to raid into Damsel. Right now, she's doing her Girlypop lock once again. Y'all already know Damsel, but if you don't know Damsel, now here's your opportunity to get to know her. She is my most frequent collaborator on this platform, and she's a really fun friend of mine. Copy the raid message in the chat. I'm going to start some music, and I will see you. If not tomorrow, then I will see you on Monday. If I don't see you on Monday, hopefully I'll see you on Saturday. Tomorrow, I plan on playing a little bit of Legends EA to kind of close up any loose ends before we start going for the legendary Pokemon in that game. I also Saturday is going to be the Weekend Cartoons event at 2 o'clock. So show up for that. We're gonna be watching Avatar: The Last Airbender and Star versus the Forces of Evil. And yeah, I'll see you on Monday when we start the Legendary Pokemon-a-thon. There's gonna be a lot of updates coming out this weekend because I'm gonna be doing a lot of work for it. But I will see you when that happens. Until then, bye y'all.